Now, let me see your hands right now. Let me see your hands. Quit coming to me here. Fast, 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 fast. Fast. Get down. Dogs on the bite. Dogs on the bite. Let me see your hands. Down. Get down right now. Get down. Hey, dude, do not reach for the gun. You're gonna get shot. You understand? You're gonna get bit. You understand?
You fucking idiot. You're running
One
my
at
gun.
gunpoint. Dog is on the bite. Get near me quick.
Today's video takes us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, while officers were conducting a routine traffic stop, they heard what sounded like gunshots in a nearby area. One of the officers went to check said area when he observed a silver vehicle fleeing or driving away at a high rate of speed in the opposite direction. Officers continued in the direction they had last observed the vehicle, and this is when the altercation ensued. Now, most breakdowns, we usually define what is lawful and what is not, but we're here to dig a little deeper than that, to involve thought and to create a conversation. I'm Sean Tyree. Welcome to Vest Life.
Wells, you heard that? It was over here.
Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands right now. Control key 147 southbound 15 at Lamb. Driver's got negatives on him. Possible 434s.
So if you're wondering why didn't the officer shoot, once again, officers have to abide by case law. It doesn't matter the state. When the use of force is going to be introduced and possibly use of deadly force at that, there's case law that officers have to abide by. And it doesn't matter. This is universal across all 50 states. In every city, in every department, in every agency, this case law is universal, which if you remember from my earlier video, my video prior, which is Tennessee v. Gardner, and I'll be sure to tag it here at the end of this video. As you can see, the officer held the male at gunpoint, but because the male didn't produce or introduce another firearm or a deadly weapon into the incident, the officer legally could not shoot. As you can see, the male suspect now end up getting back into his vehicle, and then he started to pull away.
Negatives on him. Possible 434s.
Yeah, it sounded like one.
He's taking off on me. All right, he's taking off on me. All right, back in my car. I'm stopped. Southbound 15 at Lamb. He's got magazines on the side of his belt. He stopped his car sideways on the freeway. Let me see your hands right now.
The officer just got out. Hey, he stopped his vehicle. He can clearly see magazines on his waistband, and the angle of his vehicle probably more than likely left the officer exposed. So he did a really good job of getting back and utilizing his pillars. So when he got back behind the vehicle, he ended up getting back behind the pillars. And for him changing his position, meaning that he wanted to have better cover and better visual of the suspect, in that when he was on the left side, driver's side of the pillars, probably didn't allow for much protection or visibility. So he transitioned to the passenger side pillars, which awarded him more visibility and possibly more coverage in case the suspect started shooting. So good job on him utilizing his positions.
Sideways on the freeway. Let me see your hands right now. Let me see your hands. Police, stop right there. Silver 7 Impala, it's taking on southbound again. Yeah, he's pulling in, definitely tried to bait me in. He's at the gas pumps. Driver, yeah, stop right there. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands right now. One at gunpoint right now. Let me see your hands right now.
This officer is doing an incredible job managing this entire scene, which is hectic right now because you know a person has a firearm by himself. But I wanted you to notice right here, if you can see my cursor right here, what he's doing. most canine officers or deputies, doesn't matter, a canine handler in general. So they have a switch or a button which automatically opens the door to their partner, which is the canine. So when you see the deputy or officer here reaching, and this you can see the pattern where he's pressing, that's him releasing the door for his partner to exit out, meaning the canine more likely going to be utilized in this incident, on which we'll look a bit further.
See your hands right now. One at gunpoint right now. Let me see your hands right now. Let me see your hands. Quit coming to me. Here. Fuss. Fuss, fuss, fuss. Fuss. Kick down. Dogs on the bite. Dogs on the bite. Let me see your hands. Down. Get down right now. Get down. Hey, dude, do not reach for the gun. You're going to get shot. You understand? You're going to get... You understand?
W, you idiot. You're running
One
into my
at
car.
gunpoint. Dog is on the bite. Get near me quick.
I need some dog to come down. I'm an American citizen. You idiot. You got my gun. You idiot. I was CCW.
413.
What's your point, Vanessa?
Dropped out of his pants.
Grab the dog. I'm not resisting, bro. Calm down. I have a CCW. Calm down. Hey, calm down. I'm trying to, bro.
That one. They always use his other hand.
Hey, I have my weight is on my arm. My weight is on my arm. There you go.
So all the officers doing a really good job of subduing and controlling this guy. Great on the dog. The dog is going to remain on the bite until this canine handler gives the law or the command for him to release his lock. He's not going to let go. That's a very well-disciplined canine, and the handler being a good job. So until this person is adequately placed in handcuff or detained, or enough officers are there to make sure that this person is going to comply or get this person detained, he's going to stay on that bite. This is a good job for the officers here. Knee on the leg, which is going to keep those hips forced down to the ground. And obviously he's holding the other leg of the wrist, but they also have enough bodies here for controlling the top and controlling the waist and the dog bite. So he's definitely not going anywhere.
My weight is on my arm. My weight is on my arm. There you go. Oh, good, dude. They go the dog.
So this was a good job, one, by the primary officer for staying engaged. And in the heightened situation, all the movements, the tactical positions that he placed himself in, staying engaged, giving commands, and utilizing his partner, hands down, really good job. And if you saw the note there, when he said fass, which is attack or bite or grab, which is in German. So most canine handlers, damn near majority, all right, they use the German language in order to give commands to their partners. Once again, really good job of him maintaining control in that situation. Now, if you're wondering, where are the canine trying to bite? So canines are trained to bite certain areas, right? Because it's still a use of force. So normally, if they're going to go on a bite, all right, it's going to be one of the limbs. It's either going to be the arms or it'll be the legs, because it's not meant to be fatal or lethal. It's meant to be a deterrent. So it's a use of force where they're going to end up biting either the arms or the legs. So with these heightened situations, it's always a nerve-wracking incident. But once again, the officer did a really good job of controlling the pace and controlling the incident, and also placing his partner in a good position where he doesn't get hurt, meaning the canine. So the male was taken into custody. He was seen at the hospital for treatment of his injuries from the dog bite and eventually transported to the jail. Now, for a little bit more into the investigation, it turns out that this male was involved in a string of shootings that happened months prior to this incident that we just witnessed and viewed through the body camera. This male has been firing rounds at police departments or agencies around the city. And at one point during his random shootings, he ended up striking a 13-year-old teenager in the process. Now, over the course of the investigation, just by happenstance, that he was shooting in a nearby area of a traffic stop. So it was great that they got this male off the streets, because he was clearly a danger not only to himself, but to the public, especially after striking a 13-year-old teenager during his shooting spree. Now, this was a crazy incident from the start all the way to its conclusion. And thankfully that nobody was severely hurt in the process. Now, with that being said, if you learned anything from this video, be sure to like this video, share this video, and comment below. And like always, Jesus is the light of the way.